All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about a TBI update in the Summer Wells case. Yeah, but before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Lowe's. Old Don B got him a brand new riding mower, and I just want to say thank you, Lowe's, for the 4th of July discount. Appreciate it. Okay, that being said, let's see here. I'm looking on Facebook at the Find Summer Wells page, and it looks like 19 hours ago it says TBI update, and it says, we would like to thank the TBI for calling us and asking if they could come look over the road below our house. Thank you for not forgetting about, it says, thank you for not forgetting our daughter Summer Moon Utah Wells, Dawn and Candace. All right, so my question is, if this is true, they looked over that section of the property. They looked over the whole property, down there at the shed, which is, below their house. The creek runs down below their house, eventually, kind of on that property down by the road, by Beach Creek. Let's see. Now, wait a minute. Are they wanting to come look over the road? There's two roads, right? Are they wanting to look over the road, meaning Ben Hill Road? Or are they wanting to look over the road, Beach Creek, right? Now, this is very interesting, guys, because, Don Wells said himself, they turned his house inside and out probably 24 times. They, cadaver dogs, scent dogs, ATVs. I guarantee you, from a search and rescue standpoint, the ditch lines, basically everything that runs along Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road, their property, and not just their property, but on down toward Sullivan County and on up toward, on up Beach Creek into Hawkins County. I guarantee you those ditch lines and everything were checked, rechecked, ran over with scent dogs. I think there's even some video, someone driving, I think it was a news anchor, a news person, was driving through there, and it showed people below Dawn and Candace's house in the field, right there, by the road. So, why would TBI all of a sudden want to search next to the roadway below the Wells house, right? Very interesting. Very interesting. And it's kind of weird, guys. It's kind of weird. We would like to thank the TBI for calling and asking if they could come look. I don't know, guys. I would, maybe they're just showing some respect, but I would just assume, well, they would have to get a search warrant to go on Dawn and Candace's property to actually search, okay? They would have to get a search warrant. Now, if what they're looking for is not enough evidence to get a judge to sign off on a search warrant, maybe they discovered something to where, hey, we can't get a search warrant, but let's just ask them if they'll let us, right? Let's just ask them if they'll let us. So that may be the issue there. But regardless which way it went, obviously they're not getting a search warrant. Not unless Dawn and Candace told them no, right? They didn't say whether they let them or not, right? It says TBI was asking if they could come look over the road below her house. Didn't say if they granted them permission to or not. So that is something very interesting. They could have also put in here, which would have made them look good. Could have put in here, we would welcome you to come look over the road. And we welcomed you to come look over the road at our house. This is just saying, hey, TBI is wanting to look, near the house for some reason. But it didn't say if it pertains to Dawn and Candace's property, whether they let them do it or not. Now, if they don't, I'm sure they could get a search warrant depending on if the evidence is, enough for a judge to sign off on a search warrant or not. But I think it's very interesting, guys. I'm sure a lot of people may be like, well, maybe they're just pulling everybody's legs. Maybe they're just joking again, right? How Dawn and Candace are famous for pranking people. I don't think they would do a prank involving the TBI. Yeah, don't think that they would. The other thing I want to talk about is on July 2nd, they're still going at DCS. They are still going at DCS. They said, this is a post on July 2nd on the Find Summer Wells Facebook page. It says, DCS damaged us, damaged our sons, and hugely damaged our daughter's case. Governor Lee, will you tell Summer if she is found today why her brothers are long gone? I will tell you why they're long gone. DCS was doing their job and making sure Summer's brothers were protected. That's what Governor Lee should say. Governor Lee, like if Summer was found today alive, right? Governor Lee should say that, because they're saying, if she is found today, can you tell why her brothers are long gone? Yes, her brothers are long gone because, well, I'm sure Governor Lee could actually show a lot of YouTube videos on why her brothers are gone, right? There's a lot of evidence and proof out there as to why her brothers are gone. That is just the stupidest. That is the stupidest question from the Wells camp to date. Right? I mean, we all knew they didn't have a pea for a brain, but this just proves it, guys. I mean, this just proves it. But still going at DCS as of July 2nd and blaming DCS for their lack of parenting skills, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, if Dawn and Candace Wells were decent parents, DCS wouldn't have had to get involved and take those boys for their protection. That's my opinion. And y'all can let me know in the comment section below what you think. Am I right? Is that what needed to be said? I have no problem with what needs to be said. You know what I mean? But yeah, back to this TBI thing. I mean, it's just real vague. I don't think Dawn and Candace would prank something like this involving the TBI. Now they could. I mean, they're twisted people. They very well could do this. I can kind of see them doing this, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. The thing is, the road, whether it's Beach Creek or Ben Hill, man, that it had to have been searched over and over and over again, right? Now, we've seen cases where, law enforcement has missed bodies or whatever, evidence. They say it's not perfect, but I think in those circumstances, they probably just went over those areas like really quickly. Where in Summer's case, those search and rescue people really went over the property and the areas that they did very methodically, slowly, very carefully, looking for anything and everything that could point out to where Summer could be. Now, could they be wanting to look underground, right? Could they be wanting, because if you're just scanning, like if you're just walking, you're really not going to see nothing, right? But if something has come to light where maybe they need to look underground down there by the road, whether it be Beach Creek or Ben Hill, that's a different story, guys. Totally different story. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, right? I'm sure everybody, this is 19 hours ago. I'm sure I've not looked on, let me go look on YouTube and see if anybody's talking about it yet. Give me just a second, guys. Yeah, Mr. E's Crimecast is talking about it, I believe, right now. He's doing a thing. Let's see. Crime Time Buzz 15 hours ago. See, yeah, they're talking about it. New search for Summer. So yeah, they're talking about it. So the interesting thing is, guys, are they wanting to look underground? Are they wanting to look underground? That's the thing. Because obviously there was nothing to see above ground, or they that found it. So yeah, interesting, guys. Interesting. So yeah, let's see what comes of this, and keep you guys. I will keep you guys posted. Yeah. Oh, Don B's gonna keep you guys. That's almost. I'll keep you guys posted. So let's see how this pans out, and I'm definitely curious now. So gonna have to see how this pans out. Got my curiosity going now. My spidey sense is going. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll go check it out and keep you guys up to date. And let me know what you think about the whole DCS thing. Do you think it's just the stupidest thing? Don and Candace asking why DCS, took Summer's brothers. It's just the stupidest question to ask, period. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.